Happening now, community groups are rallying against RG&E, claiming the company is shutting off more and more customers. The utility, though, says the accounts were shut off for good reason. 13 WHAM's Lowell Rose talked with both sides and joins us with the latest tonight. Lowell, good evening.
Good evening, Matt. Metro Justice is calling the increase in shutoffs a crisis, but RG&E tells me that's not the case, and it all stems from the pandemic years.
Over 13,000 shutoffs in 1 year, 12,000 homes and 1,000 businesses.
Metro Justice raising concerns about RG&E after new data showed the number of residential and commercial accounts shut off in 2024. Over 13,419 accounts to be exact.
And we think that's incredibly startling. We're also tired of their RG&E's reckless and predatory practices. And the foreign corporation that owns RG&E is draining our community of resources while leaving us out in the cold.
RG&E said it resumed a normal practice of shutting off delinquent accounts in 2024, a practice that was paused because of the COVID pandemic. The company says it was owed $200 million because of delinquent payments, accounting for 57% of accounts.
It's almost a catch-up, right? If you have zero for a couple of years or hundreds for a couple of years, then you make up that difference.
RG&E also says it doesn't shut off a customer service without several calls, emails, bills, and knocks on the door in attempts to collect outstanding balances.
So it's not an automatic termination, right? We try to get customers to contact us to get in a payment arrangement. We let them know what's available to them in terms of programs that's ran through the state.
Metro Justice claims RG&E made a profit of $121 million in 2024, but the company says that's not correct. However, the utility did not give us a number. RG&E insists any profits are invested back into improving the system.
So really, our community is suffering, and we need our leaders to stand up and act.
I want to make sure that we're clear on one thing, that termination of service is an absolute last resort.
Now, there were claims of errors with some bills alleged by Metro Justice. RG&E says it cannot address individual accounts, but it is willing to work with people on issues. Both RG&E and Metro Justice held town halls this evening.
Now to concerns being raised by a local community group rallying against RG&E, claiming the company has been shutting off power to more and more customers. 13 WHAM's Daniel Finkelstein heard from them and has the response from RG&E tonight. Daniel.
Yeah, Karen, the company says the accounts were shut off for good reasons, oftentimes after repeated attempts to collect on payment. But this evening outside City Hall, activists were fired up. Metro RG&E Wednesday night. New data, they say, reveals more than 13,000 accounts shut off in 2024.
We're tired of RG&E's reckless and predatory practices, and we need our leaders to stand up and act.
The group is critical of RG&E's prices and profit, claiming shutoffs spiked when a COVID-19 era moratorium was lifted. Metro Justice also echoed earlier calls for a public utility study, something shot down in the Monroe County Legislature in April of 2024.
When do we want it? Now! You know, if it was just me, I could have found somewhere to go, but I'm a mother with children.
Justine Harris claims she had to live in a hotel after RG&E shut off her power over a $6,000 bill from her previous apartment.
It's not right, and we do need to be in control of our own power, our own energy, because they're making millions while we're suffering.
RG&E says it can't comment on individual accounts, but they make multiple attempts to contact and work with customers.
That we have over 400 reps sitting here waiting for calls, right? So the goal is to contact us to make that arrangement. By the time we get to disconnection phase, it's been months where you have not responded to our attempts.
Months, RG&E says, of emails, calls, bills, even door knocks, attempting to collect outstanding balances. The company says it's owed roughly $200 million in delinquent payments, roughly 57% of its accounts.
But if you're a month behind, those are not the customers that we're looking to terminate. We want you to call us. We want you to make an arrangement.
And Karen, Metro Justice claims RG&E made a profit of $121 million in 2024. That's a figure RG&E said is not correct. Any profits, the company added, are invested back into improving the system.